What's up, bros? And in today's video, I'm going to be rating/ranking every LEGO X-Men minifigure that LEGO has made. First up, we're going to be ranking/rating one of the classic LEGO X-Men minifigures, which is Deadpool. Now, the official LEGO Deadpool minifigure is pretty awesome. The leg printing is okay. The torso printing is one of the best parts of the minifigure, and I believe that the head of the minifigure is one of the best parts, if not the best part of the Deadpool minifigure. But enough talk, I'm going to be throwing this minifigure up in B because honestly, if it had excellent leg printing, I would put it in A, but I think B is a pretty good spot for Deadpool for now. And next up, we have the Deadpool Duck minifigure. Now, the Deadpool Duck minifigure is pretty interesting. No leg printing, but the torso is pretty great, and the most interesting part of this minifigure is the Deadpool Duck headpiece, which has a duck head mold with Deadpool printing on it to represent like the Deadpool mask. This minifigure is really good. Sadly, it's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive minifigure, which means it costs a couple $100, maybe $1,000. So I think I'm going to be putting this minifigure in C. The only good part of it is the fact that it has a really awesome and unique head mold / print. I think this head mold is also used for other duck related minifigures, but I still think it's pretty cool. So yeah, putting it in C. And then we have the third and last Deadpool minifigure. We have the Cowboy Deadpool minifigure. Sadly, this minifigure is also a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which means it costs like $1,000, which is why I'm going to be putting this minifigure in B, sadly. And next up, we have the official store minifigure. Now, the legs, the torso, the head, and the hair are all pretty great. They all have some interesting printing. But the main part of this minifigure that kind of makes it stand out is the cloth piece that is attached to the torso, and I think that cloth piece, LEGO didn't really have to add that, but they specifically made a new cloth piece for this minifigure, and I think that's what makes this minifigure a bit more special, so I'm gonna be putting it in B alongside Deadpool. I think it deserves a B, at the very least. Next up, we have the first Wolverine minifigure that was ever made by LEGO, I believe, which is the yellow and blue version that doesn't have the helmet or cowl piece that was made specifically for Wolverine. Now, this minifigure is definitely one of the best, if not the best, Wolverine minifigure that LEGO has ever made. I mean, the torso printing and the leg printing is pretty dope, and the head print is really accurate to Logan, and I think overall, this minifigure probably deserves an A. The only thing that's stopping me from putting it in S tier is the fact that the minifigure doesn't exactly come with the Wolverine helmet. All other versions of the Wolverine minifigure, except for the Mighty Micros version, came with the helmet except for this version, so that's the only reason why I'm not putting it in S, but I think the minifigure definitely deserves an A tier. Then next up, we're going to be rating the other version of Wolverine, which is the yellow and brown version. Now, this version of the minifigure comes with the Wolverine helmet piece, but this minifigure kind of lacks leg printing, which is why I'm going to be putting it in B, just because it doesn't really have leg printing, but a lot of LEGO Marvel minifigures don't have leg printing. It's a big problem, but I still think the minifigure is pretty good, so yeah, B tier. Then we have the Mighty Micros version of Wolverine. Now, this minifigure is goofy. I mean, all the Mighty Micro minifigures are goofy because they are for little children, so you can't really talk shit about them because they were specifically made for little children. I mean, like, older LEGO enjoyers won't really like this minifigure. But I think I'm going to be putting this minifigure in D tier. It's not good, it's not bad, it serves its purpose for little kids, so you gotta give it that. So yeah, D tier. Then we have the newest Wolverine minifigure, which is the one from the LEGO Marvel Mechs series. Now, this minifigure is like a surprise. I did not expect LEGO to make a Wolverine mech. It's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. The torso printing is okay. This minifigure does lack leg printing. It does come with the Wolverine helmet piece, which is a plus. Now, I think this minifigure is okay, and it comes in a $10 set, which is a really cheap way to get a Wolverine minifigure. I'm going to be putting this minifigure in C tier. I don't think it exactly deserves a B, so I think it deserves a C. Next up, we have the Lego Cyclops minifigure. Now, this minifigure isn't all that interesting. It lacks leg printing. The torso printing is pretty good. The head print is really accurate and really nice, so I'm going to be putting this minifigure in C tier. If it had leg printing, I would honestly put it in B. It doesn't really need leg printing, but it would be a nice inclusion, so yeah, C tier. Then we have the Phoenix Jean Grey minifigure, which was, I believe, a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So that means this minifigure is like $1,000 or something, but this minifigure is pretty interesting. It has some nice leg printing, not dual molded leg printing, which I think would make this minifigure much better, but still, it has leg printing, which is pretty good. The torso print is amazing, and the head and hair are just pretty simple. So, I think this minifigure belongs in, yeah, I'm probably gonna put it in B. Now, for the last 3 X-Men minifigures that I'm going to be rating / ranking, we have the Magneto minifigures. First up, we're going to be talking about the first version, which, personally, I'm instantly putting it in B. It lacks leg printing, the torso printing is pretty dope, the head is okay, but the best part of this minifigure is the helmet. That helmet mold is exceptional. It's simply
perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Now for the second Magneto minifigure, this one isn't as good as the first one. Now, I'm gonna be putting this minifigure in D. Whoa, okay, this is wrong. Okay, so the reason why I gave the second Magneto minifigure a D is because I originally thought that the Magneto minifigure didn't come with a helmet for this minifigure. But if you take a look online, for the set that this Magneto minifigure came in, it clearly shows that Magneto does come with his helmet piece in the set that he comes in. Which is why I'm going to be changing the ranking for Magneto, and I'm going to be moving him up to his rightful spot up in B. So sorry about this, guys, but for the rest of the video, it's going to show the second Magneto minifigure in D, but off camera I actually just moved him onto B, so yeah, sorry about this. Now for the last Magneto minifigure, we have the Mighty Micros version. Now this minifigure, I'm honestly going to be putting it in C. The torso printing is mid, the legs are also mid, but the main good thing about this minifigure is it comes with the Magneto helmet mold from the first Magneto minifigure, and it comes with a really interesting headpiece that would work good for a black suit Spider-Man, which is why this minifigure is pretty good. And that's basically it for this video. Definitely going to be making more of these ranking, rating videos, regardless of how well this video does, because this type of content is something that I've wanted to do for a while, and I'm going to continue to do it because it seems fun. But anyway, feel free to check out my other videos. I mostly make mocks and of course custom minifigures. Have a great day. See ya, bros.